You're listening to Heroes in the Moment.
What's up, heroes? I'm Michael.
And I'm Nathan.
And today we're breaking down the new Ahsoka trailer.
Let's get it, baby.
I'm so excited for this show. It's been one of my most anticipated series of this year. I think it's going to be good. I mean, the trailer to me,
I sure hope so.
It's reinforced it. It's obviously, it's Rebels season 5. It's clearly there, but I'm still excited to see. I'm excited to see some lightsaber action. That looks really cool.
I know, dude. I miss that.
And I love the aspect that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have really worked on this one. And as far as we know, anyway, we may see it in the writing credits might be different, but I do believe that they did work hard on this show. So I'm really excited for it. This trailer did reinforce a lot of happiness for me. So I'm excited to get into it and break it down for you guys. So let's start at the beginning. So first off, we get this. We start off with the villains, which obviously. Sadly, unfortunately, rest in peace. Ray, what's his last name? Ray. I forget. I'm so sorry.
I'm not sure.
But we see him. He's Balin, and he's saying we're not Jedi. Where we have this mission. So I wonder what their mission is. Like, it seems like they're coming, like they're trying to find Grand Admiral Thrawn to work for him. I wonder if they're former Inquisitors, or what do you think?
Definitely not, straight up Sith. I do think they'll have like a moral compass and a moral edge. I think that would be attracted. That will be attracted to them as characters.
Right.
They won't be completely unredeemable.
And they do seem really interesting. I love their lightsabers. I really do, because it has really the sword hilt looking thing, whatever you call that, and they're kind of this orangish red. I like that. It's a new design. I think it's cool.
And Loki gives me kind of medieval.
It does
kind of
exactly,
vibes,
and I'm excited for that. Balin as a character looks really intriguing to me. I'm excited to explore him in this show. Then we go over and we get Ahsoka Rosario Dawson's going to kill it. She started hearing whispers of Grand Admiral Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire. Obviously, that's going to be Star Wars Heir to the Empire. It's going to lead up to that
book,
movie.
Right.
So I'm so excited for that. So with Ahsoka, so she's hearing these whispers. So I wonder if she's hearing them in the Force, or she's hearing them through that mystical field that they're going to explore in this realm that they explored in Rebels, that is like this place of the forest of time and all this stuff. That's really interesting.
This could be either.
What do you think about that?
Dude, I really think it could be either. I think really besides Rebels, most of the time it's straight through the Force,
right?
But like I said, I'm not a Jedi, so I couldn't tell you how it works.
You can't know. So then we get this look at the Stonehenge looking place, and it looks like this, maybe former Jedi temple, possibly, or it's just a very spiritual place of element. And these two, Shin and Balin, are there, the two people that are maybe former Inquisitors or stuff, and they're talking about what happens when we find Thrawn. And then we see the girl from Mandalorian, who is the magistrate of that one place. And she's showing them the path.
really annoying one.
Yeah, that one.
I still don't know why she was in there.
Yeah. But then Balin says power when they find Thrawn, such as you never dreamed. So I'm wondering where that comes from. Why does Thrawn have this power? At the end of Rebel Season 4, we see Thrawn and Ezra, going through the galaxy with the Purrgil. What do we think? Did he get something? Did he inherit Force-like ability? What happened?
Something had to have happened. I really doubt they'll do something Force-related.
Yeah.
I think just maybe in the showers or something, he's been building up his forces.
Right.
I think that Balin and his whatever, who's the other?
Shin.
I think they're just looking for a savior.
Yeah.
I think they're just lost souls with talent who are just looking for a cause.
Right. They lost Vader, and then they lost, if they were working with Vader, and they were working with. But honestly, in my opinion, what I think they should do is I think they should be how Ahsoka is a gray Jedi now. She left the Order. I think they should be kind of like a gray Sith or something like that, to where they're following the ways of the Sith, but they're not really either. They're not Jedi. They're not Sith. But they're this kind of new thing that they've been this secret society that are coming in, and they're finally trying to see what's going on here. I think that would be interesting to explore.
Yeah, I did think morally that would be really cool. Because typically, the Sith are unredeemable. Usually, they're corrupted, into something that they didn't used to be, in the Jedi, typically speaking, are good guys. So seeing a case like that, like the Great Jedi, but with the Sith, I think it'd be really cool.
I think it'd be interesting to explore. I know we're going to get some of that in the Acolyte and things like that, which I'm excited to explore there. But I think it would be interesting to see some of those aspects in the Star Wars universe. Next up, we get a glimpse of Hera. She looks fantastic.
She looks perfect.
She looks exactly like she should.
A great job with
My
her.
only thing is the casting is just, the actress that's playing Hera, and then again, I can't judge it off a 2-minute trailer, and she's just has a couple of lines, but the actress doesn't seem to be delivering the lines like our Hera would in Rebels.
Yeah.
You know, it just doesn't feel like the same character.
Yeah, the dialogue does feel a little different. Like I said, I do like the look, but I think more importantly, like, how do they embody this character?
Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, I can't judge it. We see the Ghost ship, which is awesome. It's an iconic ship to Rebels, one of the fastest ships in the galaxy. Hera's one of the best pilots in the galaxy, so she's right up there with the likes of Han Solo and then Anakin and all of them. So really excited to see her back at. We see Chopper again, the legend Chopper. Love Chopper. And then we get Hera meeting in front of the council. We got Mom Mothma coming back.
Bro, she hasn't aged a day, dude.
She
really looks the same in every project.
She does. Impressive. I want
Shout out. I want her skincare routine.
I want those skills and stuff. So she's trying to get in the plan. She's probably, my guess is this is what's going on. So Hera, she's still fighting a rebellion. We know she fought in the Battle of Endor, all this stuff. Then she's been told about Grand Moff Thrawn's return. Mon Mothma and them don't worry. They're not worried about it right now. They're in their minds. They're like, the Empire's done.
Yeah.
We got to work on the New Republic. All of this stuff. But she's like, no, Thrawn's a threat.
Thrawn's
still.
coming,
and she's trying to.
He's
warn
the heir
them.
to the Empire.
I think that's exactly.
Did you just say the title of the project?
I know.
Break the fourth wall real quick.
Breaking the fourth wall. So I don't know what to see with that. Hera and then Ahsoka meet back up, and she's telling Ahsoka that you need to go to Sabine and ask for Sabine's help, that she would be the best cause for our thing with Thrawn, I'm assuming. So Ahsoka goes to Lothal, the iconic place from Rebels where Ezra is from, and meets with Sabine, who's obviously staying there waiting, I'm assuming, on Ezra's return.
Yeah.
She's really content. She's like, I would like Ezra back. And apparently there's some going on here that Ahsoka and Sabine have some past master and apprentice kind of aspect. I'm wondering how that correlates, because I know in the original Star Wars Rebels, Sabine has lightsaber training.
Yeah.
Because of her training with the dark saber, then also with Ezra's lightsaber. So I'm wondering, we know at the very end of Star Wars Rebels that Ahsoka and Sabine went off together to try to find Ezra. Obviously, it doesn't look like they didn't succeed.
Yeah.
So wondering if maybe Sabine had some force sensitivity as a Mandalorian, or she was still kind of training her in lightsaber use. What do you think?
I mean, if it's true that Ahsoka, did train Sabine, I wish that they wouldn't just, allude to it, or like, hey, it happened in between these projects. Like, I wish they would show the start of the initiative, like, in this show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I hope they just don't write it off, or like just give it like a pass scene. Like, by the way, we don't have to do this, but while we had free time, I taught you this. Like, no, like, go through it. Go through the motions. Let's see it.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, one particular line in the show did get me hyped, and I was really excited. And is where Ahsoka says, Anakin never finished my training, and I walked away from the Order, and then now I walked away from Sabine. And so I'm wondering, like, she maybe was like, no, I can't train. This is just not my mentality. Maybe she still got, like, because she never finished her training completely with the Jedi, she's like, I'm not qualified. And then leaving Sabine on her own. And then Sabine's having some bad blood looking ideas towards Ahsoka now because of that.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering.
Dang, like a little full circle moment.
Yeah,
there.
so I'm interested to explore their relationship in this. And Sabine is also a great casting here. I mean, they casted really well.
She looks good too.
She looks very amazing. But now Sabine, she's like, we got to drop all this stuff. We got to find Ezra. And we finally hear Ezra's voice. I'm so excited. He sounds just like he does in the show, which I'm excited to explore that. And it says, as a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decisions no one else can, but I'm counting on you to see this through. So I'm sure he's talking to Sabine here, something along those lines. She finally cuts her hair, and she looks better with the haircut. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think it's a dope look, dude.
Yeah, I mean, she looks more iconic to what she was.
Yeah.
All right, so then they're going off to find Ezra, I'm assuming. And then we get some lightsaber action between, we got Ahsoka fighting an Inquisitor. So my question is, so since we're getting a full glimpse of an Inquisitor, I'm starting not to think Baylan and Shin were former Inquisitors then, because if we get a full Inquisitor that's still in full armor, I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, listen, dude, have we seen all the Inquisitors, first of all?
We've seen several of them. We've seen, obviously, the Grand Inquisitor, the Second Sister.
Reva.
And Reva's the third. Fourth, I don't know if we've seen the fourth.
Okay.
I can't remember if we've seen the fourth. Fifth brother, obviously, we've seen.
Yeah.
The sixth brother, I think we've seen. But the ninth sister we've seen. But I don't think we've seen them all.
First of all, I do hope in this show that they fill out the rest of the Inquisitors.
I agree. Fill in those gaps.
It's like, how much longer can we go without knowing who these characters are? But like you said, I do think the fact that they're, alluding to these Inquisitors just full on, I think just implies that, Baylan didn't used to be one.
Yeah.
Probably maybe a gray Jedi gone, I don't know, gone maybe a little dark or something in a quest for power. But I'm really excited for this Inquisitor angle. I do hope that they don't try to add too much of a redemptive story, I guess.
I agree.
For the Inquisitor, I think that'd be better say for Balin.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like that was one of the problems with Kenobi.
Well, I feel like this Inquisitor's face is covered for a reason. If it was going to be a major character, their face would be open wide and they'd be shown all the time.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the focus will be on Balin.
Yeah.
I really do. So next up, we get Sabine looking at the mural of all of the characters from Star Wars Rebels there, and it's the exact same. It's the animated forms, which I loved.
I know, it's wild.
It's a great look. My question is, where's Zeb? Where is Zeb in this trailer? Is he going to be in this show? I would assume he would be.
Yeah.
But where is Zeb? We saw him in Mandalorian. Bring him
chilling
back
at the bar.
Yeah, he's just vibing.
Dude was a vibe, man.
Yeah, he was for sure. I want my Zeb back. So hopefully we'll get him back there. All right, so we get Sabine and Ahsoka fighting against. We don't know. We get finally some giant Purrgil action once again, and then Ahsoka says this particular line: "If we don't stop Thrawn, everything will be in vain." So everything they fought for against the original Empire, if they don't stop Thrawn, what he's planning on doing, everything would be in vain. So I completely understand what they're going through with that. And then we finally get our first look, which I personally would have saved for the show, but we get our first look of Grand Admiral Thrawn, and I can't help but say he looks just like Elon Musk here. Like he looks like blue Elon Musk. Like literally.
I was thinking the same thing.
Look at this guy. That's blue Elon Musk.
Yeah, it does.
That's literally like
It
this
looks
guy
like
invented
blue
Tesla.
Elon Musk from like a different country.
I feel like I should call him and ask for Tesla. I mean, this is what I feel like.
For a quick spaceship.
I know it's Lars Mikkelsen, and I think he looks like he should. I mean, I think that he looks a little bit fan made. I feel like a little bit could have edited, but he looks just like Elon Musk. I'm so confused. Elon Musk doing side quests at this point.
Man, Benedict Cumberbatch, I feel like would have been a little better look, like a little like skinny, longer face,
but
maybe.
Lars Mikkelsen's got the mouth because he voiced him. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see how they do it. So then we see Sabine holding her hand up. So either one of two things. She's either scared and trying to attempt to block anyway something, or she's trying to use the Force.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think she might be Force?
I'd probably say Force. Yeah, and I feel like that would be a big part of the show too. Ahsoka train her up, and she and Ezra are kind of the next big thing.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting support. But Shin seems to be fighting Sabine, and Sabine's got Ezra's green lightsaber. So that's cool. That's gonna be a cool fight. I'm excited for that. And then we see Ahsoka confronting Balin, which looks excited. But then this part is what is awesome, but confused me. Balin says this: Anakin spoke highly of you. He had to know Anakin.
I'm telling you, like either he was definitely in the Jedi Temple. I feel like had to be either. He was a younger, I don't know, apprentice at the time. Whether he was working as a guard, possibly. I think a guard could be well. So
maybe he was a Jedi who survived Order 66, who went off on his own, and then he realized he's like, I just got about killed for being a Jedi, and then he realized that this was not the way. There's a different way. Maybe he finds that.
He's like, why not just let yourself to the new power coming up? I know, maybe for security,
Possibility.
I'm not sure.
And Ahsoka goes, I'm not here to discuss my past, and you hear Darth Vader's breathing in the background. So my curiosity is, we know that, or at least it's all but confirmed that Hayden Christensen is going to be in this show, whether it's a Force Ghost or in a past sequence. So I'm wondering if we're going to get, I've heard rumors that we're going to get the Vader Ahsoka fight in live action.
Like the live action? Holy, bro.
I mean, probably just glimpses, but how cool.
Off half of this.
I mean, how cool would that be?
That'd be tough.
It'd be so awesome.
That'd be really cool.
I think that'd be legendary to see.
That'd be
great. And then Hugh Yang is working with him again. The guy who works the lightsabers with the younglings. I think that's really cool to see them again.
Dude is a legend.
I completely agree. And Ahsoka fighting once again. We get some glimpses of space fight. And so it just looks like a very fun Star Wars show.
Yeah.
And that's something I've really expressed interest in. And then we get another Inquisitor fight in the woods with Ahsoka as the trailer finishes off. I'm really excited for this. What do you think?
Just from this trailer alone, dude, I think it's very evident that Kathleen Kennedy didn't really touch this project at all. So. I mean, it's it's accurate to Rebels. It seems like a direct continuation. It seems like they're really embodying these characters, who they are, and kind of the decisions that they would make.
Right.
I think this is like just really coming from the heart, like a love project. But I do think. I mean, obviously, I don't think it'll be as good as Andor. But I think it could be better than Mando.
Could be. It
I
has
think
potential.
so. I think
could be.
I don't know if they're going to do multiple seasons, but if they keep it consistent, and
Right.
if they have Filoni at the helm, I see no reason why it shouldn't do very well.
I completely agree. And I'm so excited to see this show, and I think it's going to do really well. I think it'll definitely be better than some of the things we've gotten, but we'll just have to wait and see come August.
All right, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, let us know by giving us a review and a download. Our podcast, Here's in the Moment, is available on all major podcast platforms, so check it out. If you want to stay up to date with all of our news announcements and updates, check out our social Instagram at Heroes in the Moment.
And we just want to thank y'all for listening, and as always, we love you 3000.